Okay, you know what? Enough with the funny business, okay? You know, we've been doing some movie reviews. It's been fun. It's been friendly. Let's get mean. Today's review, it's not necessarily a movie review. It's about one of the greatest superheroes of all time. And I'm talking about Spider-Man. Yes, I said it. I think he's one of the greatest superheroes. You know what? Let's get mean. Let's get nasty with it, okay? You know, I'm gonna give you my honest opinion of who I think is the best actor that portrayed Spider-Man. Portrayed Spider-Man, anyways, and why I think that. Because that's normally how these reviews go. I tell you my thought. You either agree or disagree. Do I care? No. Yeah, I'm on like a new level of like truth. I don't know. Maybe since it's late o'clock right now, I'm feeling more honest. I don't know. Anyways, let's hop straight into this review here. Okay, Spider-Man was created August 1962. Dang, that's a while ago. Since then, we've had a couple TV shows, some really good Spider-Man TV shows, some bad Spider-Man TV shows, and then we finally got a Spider-Man trilogy, starring Tobey Maguire, directed by Sam Raimi. Raimi? I don't know. Tobey Maguire did a good job. I think he did a really good job portraying Peter Parker. And there's a reason I say that specifically, that he just did Peter Parker very well. He was so good at being Peter Parker because Raimi really captured the human aspect of Peter Parker. And Tobey Maguire, you know, he's a person. He can portray a kid who's dealing with life and situations and stuff like that. And you know, you saw Tobey Maguire, I mean, he pushed himself as an actor. I mean, he got in shape. He really got very emotional for serious scenes. I mean, you saw a real well-rounded human being that happened to be a superhero. Unfortunately, the third Spider-Man movie really just messed it up for me. I'm sorry, I think that's just what ruined the whole trilogy for me. I mean, if you look at each movie specifically, I mean, Spider-Man 1 was pretty good, and then Spider-Man 2, one of the greatest Spider-Man films ever, and then Spider-Man 3 is like, you don't want to talk about it. Ever. So as a trilogy as a whole, I mean, that just, unfortunately, ending on a bad note like that just really kind of tanked it for me. Again, Tobey Maguire, I thought he did a good job. I was really bummed out that they went with organic webbing. Really loved the mechanics, the mechanical techie science side of Peter Parker where he made his own web shooters. That was really appealing to me because, you know, science. So honestly, I thought Tobey Maguire did a good job. Okay, then we got The Amazing Spider-Man. That was starring Andrew Garfield, directed by Mark Webb. Wait, was it directed by Mark Webb? Yes, directed by Mark Webb. I thought the first one was pretty good. I mean, I was happy they introduced the organic web shooters. Instead of going with Mary Jane, they went with Gwen Stacy. Cool. I mean, Mary Jane will always have my heart, always. You know, it was a good origin story. I thought the suit looked kind of weird, in my opinion. I didn't really like the suit. I don't know, I really just need a more classic design. Other than that, I thought the cinematography was really impressive for this movie. Sony did a great job producing this film. And I thought honestly, I thought this was going to be the film that finally connected Spider-Man to the MCU. I thought we'd be seeing more Andrew Garfield in the MCU and interacting with Captain America and Iron Man. I thought it'd be really cool. I could see that. But then the sequel, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, came out. Ew! Like, Electro was the villain and it just didn't work. And then Gwen Stacy died. Like, what? If you haven't seen the movie by now, I mean, like, come on, bro. I'm not spoiling anything here, okay? What I did like about Andrew Garfield is you saw him interacting more with the public, and he was just he was a better Spider-Man. I liked him more with the mask on than with the mask off. They were going for, in this film, Peter Parker was kind of more of a skater dude, you know, doing stuff like that, and I didn't really connect with it too well, honestly. I mean, comparing that to the original comics, I didn't like it. That was just my personal opinion. But I thought Andrew Garfield did a pretty good job. I mean, I liked him more as Spider-Man, and I liked Tobey Maguire more as Peter Parker. Both great actors, both showed some really strong emotions. It's just I saw more Peter Parker from Tobey Maguire, more Spider-Man from Andrew Garfield. Okay, now, ladies and gentlemen, please brace yourself. Sunny, Emily, you guys are watching this right now. I am calling you out. Do you think I care about what you think of this review? No. Disagree with my ideas? Do I care? No. If you agree with them, cool. We can grab coffee and talk about it sometime. Anyways, focus on what's going on here. I personally believe Tom Holland is the best combination of Peter Parker and Spider-Man. Here's why. Okay. I mean, this Spider-Man's in the MCU, so that's already like a huge leg up on these other guys. I mean, we see him interacting with Captain America, Black Panther, Iron Man, Thanos. Like, gosh, it was like the coolest thing to finally see my favorite superhero working with the Avengers. I mean, he became an Avenger. Like, Oh gosh, that's cool. Second, Tom Holland is younger than both these actors. And he also looks like a teenager, even though he's like 22 right now, 21, I don't know. He looks like a high school Peter Parker. He, as an actor, is pretty darn good. I mean, he can really bring out the strong emotions. I mean, I saw a lot of Peter Parker from him. I mean, he's an awkward high school kid that's really good with techie equipment and science, and he's just smart. I saw more of the comic book Peter Parker from Tom Holland, and it was awesome. I thought it was great. It was cool. What? And then when he was Spider-Man, I mean, he had the Spider-Man Stark suit, and that was just really cool with all the little techie stuff and the little HUD display in his eyes, and the way his eyes could move up and down, showing emotion, which is directly from the comic books. The MCU just did kind of a little more techie flip to it. I thought that was a huge bump up for the suit there. It was just a classic red and blue, and I love that so much. You saw more, I felt like I saw more of an evolution of how Peter Parker progressed into a better and better Spider-Man through 4 different movies. I mean, he had a lot of help from the suit, his mentor, and just everything as a whole. I don't know. Like, I just felt like he did a better job. He portrayed the character better in both worlds. And plus, Tom Holland does flips and gymnastics himself. I mean, he doesn't even need like any wiring to do big stunts. I mean, they have it on their course, safety first. So I just really gotta hand it to Tom Holland. I mean, I think he's a good Spider-Man, a great Peter Parker, and if you're seeing this, Tom Holland, like, dude, I'm rooting for you, man. I hope you get in some more movies with the MCU, and I don't know, maybe it'd be cool if you are introduced to the Sony villain verse there. I really don't know, but yes, what I want next to happen is for Tom Holland to work with some actor who's Miles Morales, and then eventually Miguel O'Hara. Ooh, 2 more of the coolest versions of Spider-Man ever. It'd be the coolest thing. Oh my gosh, I would lose it. Like, you don't even know. I'd probably break something. There's a lot of glass in this room. Anyways, so yeah, that's my personal take. If I were to rate these guys from 1 being the best and 3rd being the lowest, honestly, I would have to go Tom Holland, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield. Yeah, I know I'm saying some pretty dangerous things here, but these are just my personal thoughts. So yeah, that's my personal take on who the best Spider-Man is that I've ever, and who I've ever seen in movies, in live action movies. So if you agree, cool. Disagree, we don't have to talk. So yeah. Now I'm gonna get going. All right, so now I'm going to swing out of here. That wasn't very good. Okay, I'm gonna go. But by the way, stay tuned. I left some bonus footage from my very own Spider-Man movie that I made called Spider-Man 2099. I was Miguel O'Hara. That was cool. That was an experience. I mean, I wore spandex and a Speedo, and I just ran around the streets like late at night. that was so much fun. Yeah. So yeah, stay tuned and check out some really weird videos of me trying to be Spider-Man. See you guys. Okay, that's crazy.
That was better.
Gosh damn it.
Just do it again.
I don't want you to watch this over. Can I cover my face?
Cover my face. Okay. Okay, this is pretty cool, Tammy. Yeah. Bam.
Hobgoblin.
It's your boy.
It's your boy.
Bobby Bob.
You know, it's going good, man. You know what we doing out here. How you doing?
Hello.
How you doing, director?
Oh, we're doing behind the scenes. Alright, bye.
Hi.
Saw, dude. That's a wrap.